What's up, internet? We are here live once again for a Big Brother watch party. It's live eviction night. Who will be evicted? Will it be Jimmy? Will it be Kelley? Or will it be the man who won HOH to start the week, Rylie? We will find out tonight. Those three will battle it out in the Blockbuster competition, two of which will face the vote of the rest of the house, one of which will be evicted. How are you guys all doing up in chat? I see you. Glenn, Vanessa, Nathan, Donnie, Cara, Camden. Who else do we got? Marlene, XDG, Savior. Who else we got? Heath the Historian, Samantha, Braxton, IR Geek, Otter, Bub. We got so many of you guys up in chat. How are you? If I missed you, what's up? Ruben, Jason, Laura, Brian. How are you guys? Gina, Jenna? Is it Jenna? Crystal, Jonathan, all you wonderful beauties. Here's the thing. We got what could be an interesting thing that could happen here. If Jimmy wins HOH, we're then looking at Kelley or Rylie. If Jimmy loses loses Battle Blockbuster. I'm all over the place. If Jimmy loses Blockbuster, he's probably going. He really needs this one. So we're going to have to see how this all plays out. We do have a poll in chat where you can talk about who you want to see evicted. Later, we'll do who you think will win Blockbuster. And then we'll also do, with our final two nominees, who do you think will be evicted? I think we had something come on in here. We did. IR Geek coming in with the $5 super chat. Thank you for your coverage, Ori. IR Geek, thank you so much for that super chat. I appreciate it. Never required, always appreciated. But thank you so much. And who's this coming in? Samara coming in with the $10 super chat. Thank you for taking time out of your life to do this for us. Will for the win. Thank you for taking out the time. Will for the win. Appreciate it. Thank you so much, Samara. That is so kind. By the way, if you guys are new here, hit that subscribe button. If you like this video, who's interrupted it? Who's interrupted this? Camden. Coming on with the $10 super chat. Hot take, but I think Keanu shouldn't win HOH because he's actually in a good spot to play the middle. If he wins HOH, he'll just end up blowing up his game. Not that hot of a take, actually. Keanu's kind of found himself in a good spot. Somehow. I don't know how he did it, but he did it. It's amazing to see, and I'm kind of rooting for Keanu. He's really growing on me. We had Nathan coming on in, hitting that sub button. Now, here's the thing, Nathan. You might not know this, but when you hit that subscribe button, me and you, Nathan, we have a final two. We're going to the end. Now, listen, if you hear anything about anybody else having a final two or having any alliances, don't believe them. It's just me and you, Nathan. We're going to the end. Thank you for hitting that sub button. By the way, let's see if I can get through this now. If you are new here, hit that subscribe button. We do daily live feed updates all season long, first thing in the morning. Also, if you're liking this stream, hit that like button. Lets the YouTube algorithm know what we're doing here is a good time. And maybe they'll send more people. And then hit that notification bell. You'll never miss a video. You'll never miss a stream. Check out the links to all my socials. There's a command if you do exclamation socials. They're in the description down below. Check out things like my Twitter, and the Discord's a great place, guys. If you haven't checked out our Discord, it's so much fun over there. People are always chatting about what's going on the live feeds. They're talking about other reality shows. We got a lot of really cool stuff in the Survivor channel right now, going over like the buff colors and all that kind of stuff for the upcoming season. You can even post pictures of your pets. We got a place you can post I want to see your puppies. I want to see your kitties. Show them in the chat. We want to see them, so hop on in the Discord. It's a good time. You can also check out things like the Ori Fund. Never required, always appreciated, but help support Oris everywhere. But thank you guys so much for the love. Taking a break from Discord. Might join soon. Yeah, come on out. It's always a great time. It's also one of those things too where we try and keep it same way we kind of do here, right? Where it's like, hey, let's keep things, you know, civil, right? There's no reason why just because someone disagrees with an opinion, it's got to get all crazy and toxic, right? We try and keep everything. It's like, hey, look, if you got a different opinion, in fact, we want to hear that different opinion, right? We like when people disagree because it leads to more fun conversations. And we keep it kind of the same way on the Discord, where it's like, hey, everybody's welcome, right? Everybody's welcome. Doesn't matter how you feel about the game. If you think Taylor's the best player or you think Derek's the best player, right? We got both of them on the BB Unlocked. If you think Taylor's the best of all time or if you think Derek's the best of all time, we want both of those people in the Discord so they can intermingle and have those good, fun conversations. And maybe even understand each other a little bit more, because that's kind of the fun part of this game, is where everybody sees it just a little bit differently. Whose was this we got coming on in? We got two people come on in here. We have Brian came on in with the $5 super chat. It's great watching BB with you. Well, Brian, it's great watching BB with you as well. Thank you so much for the super chat. Then we also had Lacey coming on in. I don't know if Keanu is in a good spot, especially if Jimmy leaves, he becomes the easy target again. The thing is, though, I don't think he does become the easy target again, because he's not an easy target. He's been put on the block so many times and he keeps winning that veto. People are now actually worried about putting him on the block because he's just going to take himself right back off again. And then they're going to have to deal with it when he wins HOH possibly the next time, right? That's the other thing too, is like they see him now as a competition threat who can win competitions fairly easily. So it's like, do you want to go after that comp beast when you don't have that, you know, certain chance of getting them out? Even if he loses veto, he then has the Blockbuster he has to deal with, right? So I don't think he actually becomes the easy target. And I think more and more people are starting to go, all right, I think it's time to change our focus up. A lot more people, I think, are starting to look at Vince. A lot more people are starting to go, hey, maybe we just finally take care of Rachel. There's people even looking at Zach now as possible targets, right? We know he has the 10K bribe, so he's not going anywhere anytime soon. But people are starting to, you know, realize like, hey, maybe some bigger shots need to be taken here. Could Keanu end up there as a pawn still? Absolutely. Absolutely. But I think there's a lot more people now who are going to be going on the block that if it's Keanu versus Vince, I think there's actually a few people who might go, hey, this is our chance. And that's where I think Keanu's actually putting himself in a better spot. There's more people that are going, actually, I think I just have to work with him, even if I don't want to. So I think he's kind of getting into a good place here. We also, we'll talk about it on the update tomorrow, but we did finally get a Will and Ava one-on-one, which was kind of interesting, but I have just as many questions as I do, I think, answers. So my light thing not turn on? Does it work? Let's see if we can get it. Oh, there we go.
Bluetooth mode.
There we go. Now we got our cool lights again. But yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how this all plays out. Ori, who do you want to go? Honestly, I don't want to lose Kelley. And there is something to be said about if Jimmy wins the Blockbuster and comes back and just wins the HOH, or Rylie wins or Rachel wins the HOH. I think there's something to be said for that for us in that drama and excitement department, that hey, maybe Jimmy could come back and do that. I think Rylie probably gives us the most, or I should say least. And also the other thing is too, nobody right now is thinking about, hey, if it's Rylie versus Kelley, is it better to break up Rylie and Catherine? Should we just take out Rylie if it ends up being Rylie and Kelley? And it doesn't feel like as many people are talking about that right now. And I'm not sure 100% where that vote would go. I think Rylie still stays at the moment, no matter what. But I can see an argument for why they should. Looks like we're going to be starting here in just a second. Looks like we got Julie. Let me unmute this. Is that coming over my mic? I don't think so. All right. Looks like we're starting up here. I'll give you guys a sync up.
Keanu's triple veto wins have led to the downfall of the Triple Threat Alliance as allies turn on one another in a shocking turn of events. Welcome to Live Eviction Night on Big Brother.
Okay, time for the recap here. gonna be a good one. Of course, it's good TV to keep Jimmy, but I hear you, Donnie. I hear you. Long time no see. I saw you in a comment section the other day. Glad to run into you. Look at all the BB friends. All the BB friends getting back together. Hey there, T Gold. What's going on? 5:01 Oregon time. For some reason, the house guests love Riley. I think there's no way he goes. And that's the thing, right? It feels like right now he stays no matter what. But I'd be tempted. If it was me, I'd be really tempted to break up the Riley Catherine thing. Some people seem to think they can use them as numbers. I don't think you can trust on that. Especially Mickey. Like, the fact that Mickey thinks she can have trust in Riley and Catherine after she stole his HOH and put him up on the block. Yeah, she didn't put Catherine up on the block, but I don't know. Who do you think is the most danger next week? It's all about who wins HOH. It's all about who wins HOH. Like, Vince could be in a lot of trouble if someone that he trusts doesn't win HOH. Like, if it's not Vince or Zach or Morgan or Lauren, I could see Vince being in a lot of trouble. Good bit of trouble. Camden coming on in with the $10 super chat. How is it week 4? No one has a good HOH. This cast has zero game awareness and game knowledge. Is it just me, or is this cast trying to play Survivor with voting blocks? Kind of. They're a little bit. It's more of a voting block situation, and it's honestly, it's started to be like that for a little bit now. I can't tell you exactly what the shift was. I want to say it started probably with Suri on 25. And even last season on 26, there was this idea where it's like, yeah, there were like alliances, like you had the Pentagon and stuff like that. But it really felt like, oh no, there's just like these groups in the house, and these are like the 3 groups, even though they're not really like, I don't know. It was just, they would intermingle, and it was very shifting. And it's one of the reasons why I really started to go away from an alliance chart and doing more of the allegiance chart, where we just kind of map like what sides they're on and like how much credit they kind of have in the game, like how likely they're to go on the block or not, or even be evicted when they're on the block. All right, Julie's back here. Day 31. Riley needs to go, Cowboys fan. I'm with you on that, Robert. Get him out of there. Get him out of there. Norma with the $50 super chat. Where do you think Riley got the weird tats? Enjoy your weekend. Norma, thank you so much. He's actually said, I think what it was him and his buddy just used to tattoo each other or something like that. Like they used to just practice on each other. So he's gotten all his tattoos from there. And I will say they're not really the best. They leave some things to be desired, I think. But if he likes them, that's what he likes. Norma, you're amazing. Thank you. Will very confused by the whole move. Will very confused by the whole move. What was that? Who's coming on in here? Somebody just hit that sub button? I think somebody did. Oh, it was Dee Dee. Dee Dee, you might not know this. Me and you Me and you, DD, when you hit that subscribe button, we now have a final 2. We're going to the end, DD. Don't listen to anybody else in chat, though. If you hear anything about other alliance, it's not true. Me and you, DD. We're going to the final 2. Shh, it's a secret, though. Keep it. Shh. Don't say anything. Don't say anything. Thank you so much, DD. Hey, chill. You can trust me, DD. You can trust me. All right. Kelley's happy about it so that she can win the Blockbuster and get Jimmy out of here. I love it. I'm from Washington, D.C., so I know how to flip a vote. Do you? Do you, though? Rachel's not liking it either. She's not liking it either. I like all the people sitting on the block for the drama. 100%. It was a very drama-filled week. See, Emma, right? Like, it has nothing to do. Like, just because. Rose. I like that. Well, we in Philly, we smell BS. We do. Listen, us here in Philly, we know how to smell garbage. We know. We know what garbage smells like. So, we can sniff it out. I have a hard time disliking any of the house guests this season. No one is really problematic compared to a prior. It's always a good thing, right? Like, there's some, you know, mean girly stuff going on a little bit, but other than that, like, no one's like awful, right? Like, no one is on Voldemort level, you know? Even though I've seen people trying to say others are being that, it's like they discredit what's taking place in the game. Like, I saw a lot of stuff about Mickey and Morgan and what their real intentions are behind their move. And I'm like, do you guys not remember that Jimmy basically pulled a heism? Like, Jimmy basically pulled a heism and wouldn't listen to them during his HOH. And that's when they really started going against him. And then more and more came out. And then eventually they were like, yeah, we just gotta do this. And then they did it. Oh, is Mama F, right? Is Mama F a problem? Because Mama F did it to heism. But we didn't say anything then. All of a sudden now, just because it's someone you like, they're a problem. And it's like, that's not true. There's things that happen in the game that makes things happen. Didn't just happen out of nowhere. This was oh, they didn't get into it. The whole Tea Party thing. I thought they were gonna get into it. The faith of a mustard seed. Ashley is like a broken clock, can be right twice a day. They literally played for Keanu's downfall. They wanted God to help him to 5v1 and still lost. They did literally pray. It was a thing. But I'm not sure. I think the big man would have more important things to deal with than who's winning HOH. Or in this matter, who's winning veto, right? Like, I don't know. I don't know if he pays attention. Like, I know he's always watching, but like, is he really paying? Is he watching the feeds? I'm not sure. The sound effects are, yeah, it can get a little annoying with how they go with the cartoony stuff or whatever, unless you mean the notifications, which in that case, tough, deal with it. separate the personal from the game. Give me a break, Mickey. I see. The thing is, I don't see, like, you guys are thinking it's personal. I don't think it actually is personal, right? I think it, in her mind, it's good for her game, right? Like, are we forgetting again that he didn't listen to her during the HOH at all? They didn't want Amy or Ashley up on the block, and instead he was going to put one of them up on the block, and then Amy ended up leaving, right? Do we forget that? And then do we also forget that he was spinning webs of lies about the whole Morgan, Mickey, and Keanu stuff, and kind of whipping that all into a fury, right? Like, these are things that actually did happen. We can't say they didn't actually happen and that Jimmy didn't have their names in their mouth, right? Like, it was a thing. But it also isn't a good move, right? Like, I'm not saying it's a good move for her game, but there are reasons why she's doing it and why she thinks it's good for her game. It also didn't help that her number one ally was pushing for Jimmy over Vince, right? Vince probably would have been the better move for her game. But her number one ally in Morgan was telling her no, 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 and she didn't listen. Right? Like, it's not just like, oh, she was like, I hate Jimmy now. I hate Jimmy and everything he stands for. No, that's her trying to rationalize. Yes. Has she said stuff since that are very mean girly? Probably, yeah. I agree. But if we look at, like, how things played out, in her head at least, there's somewhat of a reasoning for it. It's not a good reasoning. It's not. At the end of the day, Jimmy was one of her numbers, but there is a backing to it. I also, we had Karen coming on in, hitting that sub button. Karen, guess what? You might not know this, but when you hit that sub button, me and you, we now have a secret alliance. Shh. Don't tell anybody. Don't tell anybody. But Karen, we're going to the final two. If you hear anything in chat about other ones, don't believe it. Ignore them. Ignore them. They're lying to you. But me and you, Karen, we're going to the final two. Thank you for hitting that sub button. Just like Keanu, the veto. Oh, did I lose it? Where'd it go? Morgan's influenced her more than she knows. 100%. Just once, I want to see them vote someone out from the other side. Jimmy is not happy. I love Vince. Jimmy still can't win. Is it on yet? It's on, Trisha, but we're in a commercial right now. Once it comes back, we'll get a sync up again. Vince or Zach was the best move for a game. 100% Tara, right? Like, we know technically Zach wouldn't have been a good move because he just comes off the block. But like, going after the Vince and Zach duo, that would have been the way to go, and putting Vince up there. But Morgan convinced her out of it. And really, it's one of those things where it's like, even looking at it, the way Morgan convinced her out of it, those should have been alarm bells to Mickey that she should have made the move. But instead, she chose to trust in the Morgan. Let's see. Oh, we are back. Hold on. Let me give you a sync up.
Welcome back to Big Brother. It may have been Vince who helped throw Jimmy under the bus, but could he also hold the key to getting him out from under it?
See, that is one thing where technically, is Vince a reason why Jimmy's on the block? Yes. Is he the biggest reason? No. I would give the credit to Morgan for convincing Mickey, but also Keanu. I think Keanu had a big role in this. One that's being very undervalued. His conversation with Mickey and Morgan before, where they really went over all the Jimmy stuff that he was, spinning the webs between them. And then when Mickey and Morgan were really going at it, like the conversation where I was like, I think Mickey might just say, Morgan, you're going on the block. It was that, like, tense. Keanu came up and it kind of broke the tension and really helped, I think, clear their minds a little bit. And then they ended up on Jimmy again. So, like, I think Keanu and Morgan probably had the most to do with Jimmy going up. Oh, yeah, Ava. Ava doing her best Ian. Basically her best Ian impression, swinging on the hammock. Tries to kiss Catherine, but she turns away. We did, though, get our first little confirmation, though, in the diary room session in last night's episode, where the persistence of Rylie is wearing down on her. Like, I think Riley's starting to, or Catherine's starting to crack. She's starting to come around to it a little bit, which once again, it's one of those things where it's like, you know, fellas, listen, if you meet a lovely lady and she says no, no means no. Unless you're watching on Big Brother, because I guess apparently you just keep trying over and over again until they say yes. I'm not saying it. I'm not saying. That's what Big Brother's telling us. That's what Big Brother's telling. I'm not saying that. Unless you're in Big Brother, then you just keep trying until they say yeah. That's what they're saying. I'm not. Big Brother's saying that. Big Brother's saying that. So it's a thing. I like Mickey. She's since she nominated Jimmy. I don't watch the live feeds at all, so they may have kissed today. I don't think they've done it yet, and I'll be honest. I don't think it's gonna happen just soon. Unless I missed it last night. Last night would have been the time to happen, but I did I was like, all right, Riley's going to be staying up for a while. And then Catherine eventually went to sleep. And then Rylie, I think, was still up and then eventually went to bed. But I haven't seen it yet. I haven't. I'll tell you, too. I think Vince is in a rough spot right now where he's getting a lot of heat on him. And here's the thing. I kind of like Vince's play style, right? Like, if we're being 100, if we're being 100, I kind of see a little of myself in Vince in his play style, right? Like, that is potentially how I would try and play. No, hopefully better. Hopefully better. But where I'd really be impressed if Vince is able to like survive this kind of moment of trouble, I'll be really impressed with him. I'll be really impressed. Zach too as well. Zach's starting to get some heat on him, and he's been in such a good spot. And I really like both of their games because I thought they were playing very well. But like it's getting noticed now. And if they can survive through this and make it far, I'll be impressed. Here's the thing with Ashley too. I agree with that, Jonathan. She does have a good game sense. Sometimes. Like, sometimes. Zach was a big blind spot for her until recently. And sometimes she just says stuff that, like, you just... If she had good game sense, she knows she shouldn't say. And she'll make things, like, really awkward. So it's like... Sometimes I'm like, ooh, she's got all this potential. And then other times like, oh no, actually, why'd you say that? It's like, why'd you say that? The Jimmy and Vince convo. You know what? I'm surprised. I'm surprised they didn't do a segment where Jimmy got Rachel's dress shirt thing because he wore that for all of his one-on-ones the other day. But I guess they're saving that for BB Unlocked when Rachel gets gooed. Another reason why I know a lot of people are like, oh, Rachel got like a golden envelope. And I was like, come on. Like, you guys know better. Like, first off, she just got gooed. So, of course, she got a golden envelope. And yeah, is it possible she got a power? Maybe. But think about when they're going to show that. right? When are they going to show the gooing? Is it going to be on today's episode? No. It's going to be on the BB Unlocked episode because that's where that all takes place. So even if she did get something, it's not going to save Jimmy. It's too late. It'll be afterwards. Because wasn't part of it that they get like clothes or something? Oh, did I not answer you, Norma? I think I was so shocked by everything. I thought I did, because did you you asked about the tattoos? Unless, did something else come in? Yeah, we're going to a commercial anyway, but here's a look at the Blockbuster, what that's going to look like. We saw it on, I think it was Instagram or whatever, they posted it. It's basically like a vault dial, and you have to like roll the ball. So Norma, if you missed, what I was saying was, I think, and I don't know this 100%, but I think I remember them having the conversation. He and his buddy, right? Like Rylie and his buddy, they used to like practice on each other. Like his buddy was like giving him the tattoos or whatever. So it was like all like his like friends. So like it's a common thing when tattoo artists are practicing and learning how to be a tattoo artist. Sometimes they'll start on like pieces of pig skin. Sometimes they have nowadays it's like a synthetic skin. It's like basically like a fake like silicone skin that you can like practice on. But the thing is, nothing is really like human skin, right? You don't get the same feeling, right? And like there's the reaction of like the person having the pain, so they pull away a little bit. Like you have to learn how to deal with that. The way the skin stretches, because part of tattooing, you kind of want to stretch the skin a little bit so it's nice and done. So one of the things that ends up happening is if you have a friend who's learning how to tattoo, it ends up being like one of those things where it's like, oh, can I tattoo you? Will you let me give you a tattoo? So you end up getting like these like little like tattoos that aren't great because it's like their first tattoo ever. And I think Rylie had a lot of his friends help. Rylie had a lot of his friends help. Apparently the one on his back, I think, is in honor of one of his friends. But I'm not sure. I don't get why people are saying Riley's going to get removed for stuff he did before the show. He got in the house. This happens every season. You don't think they go through the background. Well, here's the thing. I don't think they actually do go through the background that well. There's always like stuff that comes up where it's like if they just did even like the littlest Google search, they would have figured out a lot of it stuff. But also they don't care, right? Like unless it's like they murdered someone, it's not a big deal. Like it really ends up just being like, all right, whatever, right? But people like to make a big stink, and then it's like maybe a small group that is super loud, and they drive everything forward, and then it's like, all right, it's a thing. We're back though. Let me give you a sync up.
Welcome back to Big Brother. Rylie endured a rarity in Big Brother, going from HOH to the block in the same week.
I think we're about to get the comp, so I'll give you guys as much as the competition as I can, so that we can watch that. Want Rylie to win. Let's end our poll here on who we think's going to be evicted, and then start a poll real quick on who we think is going to win the Blockbuster. Oops. Can I get this off before they even start? All right, polls up. I did it as quick as I could. Who do you think will win the Blockbuster? Basically, give you guys an idea of this. It's one of those tilt mazes where you got to put a ball into 3 of the numbers, and then you get your combination to open the lock, and then you're able to press the button and you win. Get your votes in real quick. Hurry up before we start. I'll let them get started a little bit, and then we'll close the poll, and we'll find out what you guys really think. But it looks like most of you are already thinking it's going to be Kelley. All right, they're off. They are off. They've all started. This is going to be one of those ones too where like all of a sudden someone either wins or it's just going to be like a race the whole time. No one's got a ball yet. Oh, Jimmy was close. Oh, Riley's got his first ball. Rylie has his first ball in the slot. Ooh, Jimmy. I think I see what Jimmy's doing. Jimmy's going far first. Oh, Kelley has one, but Jimmy did smart. Oh, Jimmy missed it though. Jimmy missed it. I still think it's smart to go for that far one first. Save the easy one. I think Jimmy's got the right strategy. Riley's got 2 balls though already. Riley's got 1 ball now. See, I think he should have stuck with that far one. Because if you can't get that one, you can't get that one. First one's easy. Plus, the way you move it around, I don't know how deep that hole is. There's always a chance that ball would come out anyway. Jimmy's got 2, though. Jimmy tied it up. Jimmy has tied it. Oh, Riley's already won it. Riley's already won it. I didn't even notice. I didn't even notice that Rylie had already won. I was like, oh, Jimmy tied it up. And then, nope, Riley's like, I'm good. I'm done. We're done already. See, I tell you it was going to be like out of nowhere where it's like, all right, somebody won. It's like, oh, he won. Just like that. Just like that. That is probably not good for Jimmy. We're going to be honest here. It's probably not a good sign for Jimmy that Rylie won the Blockbuster. And now Jimmy and Kelley are 2 up for eviction. We're headed to a commercial. Let's get a poll up. Let's get a poll up here. Who will be evicted? Jimmy, Kelley. All right, poll is up. Julie couldn't do the last one. Yeah, I saw the preview. She was not doing well with it. She was not doing well. Can we do a sync up when the house guest faces when they find out who won and not the contestants? Yeah, we can do that. No question, it's Jimmy. I said Rylie was going to win. Damn it, Rylie won. Jimmy's going to meet Julie's hair tonight. Who do we want or who do we think? This one I think is who will be. Who do you think will be evicted? Jimmy choked. Jimmy needs to be evicted. This season finally has some excitement. Bye, Jimmy. It was swell. Kind of want Kelley to be evicted, but unfortunately, it's probably Jimmy. Why can't I quit this show? Robbie, that's a question we've all been asking for years. There's no reason for Kelley to leave yet. Jimmy out. Jimmy's gone. Jimmy about to blow up. I hope there's some drama. Rachel was really trying to put the kibosh on that. It was a very anti-Rachel thing. I was like, Rachel, usually you're all for, good TV. And she was trying to encourage him not to have a big blow up. Jimmy is not a neutron. Jimmy's in a jam. I so want to quit this show. But you can't stay golden. You can't. That's the thing. Rachel is trying to completely change her tune. This sucks, boo-hoo. Vinny next. Everyone's life, Kelley gonna be evicted. Ooh, really? You think Kelley's going? How the F did Rylie win? No. Jimmy's more intense. More interesting than Kelley. Jimmy Jam needs the scam. I wonder what Jimmy is going to say, right? Like, I hope he has something up his sleeve. I hope he has something to say up his sleeve. Told you Rylie wouldn't be leaving this week. Jimmy's messiness caught up with him. But Vinny Target is big now. Absolutely. Absolutely. Kelley's not a Tucker. I don't see that. I didn't see that win coming from Rylie. I was a little surprised too. Like when I saw it too. One of the things I was wondering was how Rylie was going to handle it, because especially last night he was nervous. Like you could tell there was an energy with Rylie where he just was not. He was not excited. It didn't seem like he was thrilled with what he had coming up for him. And I was a little bit like wondering, like, bro, is this what you're like the night before you have to ride a bull? Like, is this just like your natural? Because some people are like that, right? Like, there's a lot of just big time like clutch sports athletes where in the moment they are dialed in, but you go see them 30 minutes beforehand, they were throwing up in the bathroom. Right? Like, and that happens sometimes where you just get all the nerves out right beforehand. And then once you're out there and you perform, you're locked in. And I wasn't sure if Rylie was going to have that in him or what, because it did seem like he was a little skittish yesterday where it's like, hey, I don't know. It almost seemed like he couldn't sleep. Right. But he locked in and he did really well. Like I said, I thought Jimmy had the right strategy of going for that last one in the maze first. And his big thing was he failed and he dropped. If he didn't drop that first ball, I think Jimmy has a chance. Because Jimmy was close to getting to him. He tied it up right as Rylie won. So if Jimmy had gotten that first ball, it might have been a race to the button. Because if that first ball didn't drop, that last ball that Jimmy got, that would have been the tie. And they would have had all three at almost the same time. So that would have been a race. That would have been crazy. That would have been nuts. But sadly, Jimmy dropped that first ball and then go from there, you know? Can't wait for Ashley. Here we go. Yeah, we're about to come back. We'll give you a sync up on the start, and then we'll do like a little thing where they reveal. Wait, there's the sync up for the start.
Welcome back to Big Brother. Let's head to the house and reveal the winner of the BB Blockbuster Competition.
All right, and then we'll do one more when they get the reveal of who it is. We are all sat. Yes, we are. Zach's looking pretty good, and he got like a little suit. Got like a little suit going on. Very like with the blue and pink, almost Miami Vice.
Rylie
wins it. Catherine really happy.
Safe from eviction tonight.
Everybody cheering, except for Rachel. Rachel not excited. Rachel is not excited. All right, we're gonna be getting to the vote here soon. Oh, Rachel whispering the will. And to Catherine. Rachel looks like she wants to get something going here, but I just don't think it's gonna work. Oh, she's grabbing Ava. Because the thing is, right, like for some of them, it does make more sense to keep Jimmy, but I just don't see if they think they're all going to do it. Rachel was whispering to Ashley something about Kelley. Oh, she's saying it's the only time we have to get Kelley. Ava says she understands, but I don't think she's going to do it.
Because it is time for the live fiction.
See, the thing is, Rose, he said that to Ashley, but then they flipped script. At this point, Ashley and Will are saying we can't trust Jimmy.
So enjoyed playing this game and spending my birthday with you. This has been an opportunity of a lifetime, and I'm so grateful to each and every one of you. I said that on my birthday, and I meant every word of it. You've all touched my heart in different ways, and I hope you keep me and see that I am good.
All right, just normal speech. All right, Jimmy, you got something for us? Come on, buddy.
In 2014, a young teen watched Big Brother, unsure of who they were
Kelley!
or what they wanted to be.
Coming in with the sub. Thank you so much, Kelley. Kelley, we have panel 2.
More come to this show.
Don't tell anybody, Kelley.
Authenticity
it's a secret.
And success are not mutually exclusive. I am not ready to leave this show. I have so much more to show each and every single one of you, America and the world. I am not ready to go. I explained to each one of you what
He's begging. He's begging for it, but he's begging for it, but
Thank you, Jimmy. Mickey.
it's gonna be time for the vote here. Dude, throw Kelley under the bus. It's like, right, you gotta try something. He is dressed for his funeral, right? He should have went, I've welcomed you all here to Jimmy's funeral. All right, Morgan will be up first.
Evict.
I vote to evict Jimmy.
Jimmy. Not that surprising. Oh, we got Rylie up next. Oh, they played a little rock. Little rock in the middle.
I sadly vote to evict Jimmy.
That is 2 for Jimmy. Here comes Keanu. Oh God, they're going around spinning. They're spinning in circles.
I sadly vote to evict Jimmy.
That is 3 for Jimmy. Also, keep in mind, guys, there are some people that are slightly ahead, slightly behind. So be mindful of some of the spoilers, right? Like if you've got 4 votes and we clearly only have seen 3, maybe don't post it in chat.
I vote to evict Jimmy.
That is 4 for Jimmy, with Catherine as well. Looks like we're going to be going to a commercial break here, with it being 4-0 Jimmy. It's not looking good. It's not looking good for Jimmy here. Let's see if we can start to get this updated too. But yeah, not looking good for Jimmy. Morgan voted Jimmy to go. I think Keanu is winning next HOH. No, you don't, Keanu. You're happy he is leaving. 9 lives, Kelley. Bye, Jimbo. Mickey has officially cooked her game. Congratulations, you played yourself. The thing is, though, right? Here's the thing. Even though, like, Mickey and Morgan are not making good moves here, I don't think they're necessarily, like, done. right? I think there's enough other stuff going on where it can be salvaged. Like, I don't think their game is cooked. And it's weird because I don't think any of the HOHs really necessarily like ruin their game during their HOH, despite the fact that they did not make good calls, right? Like Vince did not make good calls on his HOH. Jimmy did not make good calls on his HOH. In fact, you could say Jimmy's the first HOH that really kind of did himself in with his HOH because it did push Mickey and Morgan so far away. If you don't have that, and then you only just have this new stuff about Keanu, maybe they're not as down to put Jimmy up. But because of how he handled his HOH, it really hurt him later down the line with those two. Lauren didn't do good with her HOH. Mickey didn't do good with her HOH either. But despite themselves, they're not in terrible spots coming out of it. They're not in terrible spots. And I think a big part of that is kind of like we were talking earlier, this almost shift in the game where it's been more vote block-esque, where instead of like the big core alliance that we would see that they get formed early, sticks together and runs through the game, we see like more little groups of 3, groups of 2, groups of 3 plus 2, and then maybe like they're also working with another group of 3. And we've been seeing that a lot. Last season it happened. Even before that with Cerie's season on 25. It's been a little bit of a change to how things are kind of going in Big Brother. I kind of like it too as well. Don't get me wrong. It's a little bit more fun that way. But it is definitely something that's made it where, hey, maybe their game isn't as bad now as we would have thought like in previous seasons. Yeah, no, like there's no true large alliance here. We didn't really have one last year, and we didn't really have one the year before either. It was just all revolving around Cirie. So like the past 3 seasons, there really hasn't been like a big named alliance that has dominated the game. We just haven't had that. And it's been a nice little change. I kind of like it, right? I kind of like it. Let me see too. I'm gonna be updating this, so we'll need to take him out. We'll throw him over here for now. I'm just moving my board around here so we can get this updated. Maybe I'm jumping the gun too. Watch me have to like change it all up again. Be like, oh no, never mind. I guess I could do that. Does that work? You know what we'll do? We'll push this over just a little bit. Like this. And we'll put this guy up here. There we go. Back from commercial. Not for me just yet. We're still just a little bit behind. How many people are in jury? That's a good question, Butterfly. We actually don't know 100%. It could be a 7-person jury. It could even be a 9-person jury. Part of me was thinking that it would be maybe 7 just to give Rachel more of a shot to be in or a 9-person just to give Rachel more of a shot to be in jury. But I'm not 100% sure on that. That's just kind of like a, you know, what would they do type of a thing. We're back here. I'll give you a little sync up.
Welcome back to Big Brother. The house guests are currently
okay, we're just going to put that user in timeout for 5 minutes. Chicago for life. I love you. I love you, Chicago.
Let's continue with
but you just keep saying the same thing over and over, spoiling it for everybody. We love you.
Finish what he started.
But hold your tongue for just a sec.
Stay and help smooth things.
Vince has voted Jimmy. Girls Alliance is sold as it's as solid as Ori's alliances. 7-person would be cheaper. That's true too, Pizza. It would technically be cheaper. Oh, I meant to give that to you guys, but Rachel just voted for Kelley. Let's see. Ashley coming up here. She seemingly made her decision though the other night. And it's kind of, oh, she's still, literally Rachel's still trying to campaign to her. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's so crazy. She doesn't know what
Vote to evict. Oh my gosh. I'm so sorry. I don't know what to do. I vote to evict Kelley. I don't know.
Oh. Okay. Okay. She voted for Kelley. That was kind of nuts. Oh, now she's talking to Will. Now she's talking to Will. Will's like, what did you do? Yo, look at Will's face. He's actually trying to change her vote. Actually trying to change her vote? Actually trying to change her vote? Oh my god! Will votes for Jimmy. That is amazing history, Emma. History. Oh, that was crazy. Oh.
Evict Jimmy. Happy birthday.
Another vote for Jimmy. That was insane, Ashley. Ashley tried to change her vote. She literally went back into the diary room to say, actually, I want to vote for Jimmy. And Julie's just like, no. No. That was insane. That was insane. Zach just voted Jimmy out as well. And then we got Lauren coming in. It should be all academic now at this point. But oh my gosh. I can't believe Ashley trying to run back in and vote. That was nuts. That was absolutely nuts. We've never seen something like that. Like, we've seen people vote like for someone that they, you know, didn't mean to. Like Chuck Liddell did it on the Celebrity season where he voted out Meta World Peace. But he's like, no, or Meta World Peace did it to Chuck. He's like, I voted for Chuck. He's like, no, you voted for him to leave. That was nuts. Super Christian coming on in with the $2 super chat. This is wild, bro. It absolutely is. Thank you so much for the super chat. We also had a couple people coming on in. We'll get to you guys in a second, hitting that sub button.
Of 9-2, Jimmy, you are evicted.
Jimmy
Big Brother
has
house.
been evicted. Everyone's gonna know it's Ashley. Everyone's gonna know. But that was insane. That was so... Wait, 9-2. Oh yeah, because she tried to flip it. She tried. I was like, wait, did they give it to her? I was like, wait, no. Because she voted for Kelley, and then she was like, actually, wait, never mind. I changed my mind. She literally, that was the best part. She didn't even sit in the diary room chair. There's like the microphone where you talk, and she like leaned in. She was like, actually, guys, can I change my vote to Jimmy? Like, I wanna switch. What I did not mean what I just said 5 seconds ago. That was insane. That was absolutely insane. We can update our board here. Jimmy has been evicted from the house. Ashley did it on purpose. She's thirsty. Jimmy looked pissed. Oh, man. That's so funny. That's so funny. Oh my god. Mickey just said to Ashley, I wonder who the second person is. Oh my goodness. Mickey is not happy. Mickey is not happy. And Will's gonna tell everything. Will's gonna be like, oh, wait till Will tells that story. Will's gonna be like, yeah, we were in the diary room hallway, and she's like, I voted for Kelley. Then she ran back in. Bolivar Girls coming on in with the $5 super chat. Uri, this is not just wild, it's awesome. I'm 27 so far. Thor, aka Keanu. Oh, you're loving 27 so far. Me too. I'm loving this season a lot. It's been a lot of fun. It's been chaos, and I love a good chaos. Two things I love in Big Brother: good chaos, and then just someone who's like extremely good, right? Like I'm talking like the Dans, the Wills, the Derricks, the Danielle Reyeses, that type of just like so good. You can't even say otherwise, right? You just like, you look at it and you're like, dang, like that's just impressive. And that one is really hard to get. Mess is much easier to get. You can get a good messy game much easier if you do it right. And man, this has been a lot of fun. Super Christian with the $5 super chat. Remember that episode from Friends where Ross was like, too little too late, Benji. Too little too late, Ashley. Oh man, thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate it. It was a little too late for Ashley. That was insane. I can't believe she went back into the diary room. By the way, we also had Kelley, and we also had Avril. Avril? I'm probably saying that wrong, and I apologize. Let me know. We had those two coming on in, hitting that sub button. Now, listen, you guys don't know this, but when you hit that sub button, me and you, we now have a final two. Here's the thing, though. I like the two of you. I think the two of you are awesome. What do you say? We make it a final three. Let's go to the end. Listen, if you hear anything about any other alliances, don't listen to them. It's not true. I'm only loyal to you guys. Thank you so much for hitting that sub button. That was insane. So what did Ashley do? So Ashley went on in with her full chest. I vote to evict Kelley. Then goes talks to Will. She's like, yeah, I voted to evict Kelley. Vote to evict Kelley. And Will's like, no, that's not what we're doing. So she ran back into the diary room after she voted, saying, we need to, I'm gonna vote Jimmy. It's like, that's not how it works, Ashley. That's not how it works. Rachel said to vote for Kelley. It's insane. By the way, we're back here. Julie's talking to Jimmy.
Kelley and not you.
It was definitely Rachel, and either Ashley or Catherine.
Why either Ashley or Catherine?
Love Ashley.
That is too funny. Is tonight an endurance comp? Not that we know of, and they're also not dressed for workout stuff, but sometimes they change. We had heard, the rumor is that it's going to be a knockout HOH, which is usually questions. So we'll see, but I also don't think we're getting that tonight. How are we looking on time? Yeah, we're definitely not getting that tonight on the episode. We'll have to find out about on the feeds. They're explaining though that she tried to change it. That's funny. Lies! Shall we know lies? No lies. Super Christian with the $2 super chat. I vote to evict April. Whoa! Whoa! Wait, whoa! No switching your vote. No switching your vote. You can't switch your vote to Ori. That can't happen, Super Christian. Thank you so much for the super chat. So I disagree with Jimmy on that one. I disagree. He says this is why when you're HOH, you don't interview people. Exact opposite. When you're HOH, you interview people, but you have to know to take it with a grain of salt. You have to try and realize what their motivations are. You have to go and say, hey, they're telling me this because they're close to so-and-so. Oh, we had something coming on in here. Let's see. The Habs fan and Super Sentai fan coming on, and we got fans of the Habs and the Power Rangers. Well, Super Sentai. Thank you guys so much for hitting that sub button. You guys don't know this, but when you hit that sub button, we now have a secret alliance. We're going to make it a final three. Habs and the Rangers. We're the Power Habs. We're the Super Power Habs. I got a Green Ranger thing on my wall right here. We're going for the final three. Listen, it's a secret though. Shh, don't tell anybody. If you hear anything else about it in the chat, don't worry about it. It's not true. We're going to the end. Thank you so much for hitting that sub button. Some goodbye messages for Jimmy, Mickey, and Morgan doing theirs. They seemed pretty basic. Kelley giving, Rachel giving her a goodbye message as well. Rachel says she knows who the targets are and she's going for them. Morgan, Vince, and Zach is who Rachel would go for. Kind of knew. We kind of knew that already. Where are they selling? Oh yeah, Big Brother Unlocked tomorrow. They'll have the whole gooing. Oh, I think this was the fight that they had in the morning that Kelley had started between Keanu and Rachel. Also, some kind of football. Yeah, mystery football guest. It also was green. Right? Did I miss that? It was green backing on the football. Guys, I have something to tell you. I have something to tell you. Dude, guys, I have something to tell you tomorrow. Tomorrow's gonna be a fun day. Could you imagine? Could you imagine? It's like, oh, it's a green football. Must be an Eagles fan. Who's the mystery guest? No, it's not an Eagle. It's not an Eagles player, but maybe a fan. It might be a huge Eagles fan. It did look a little bit more Green Bay Packer green than Eagle. I would even say jet green. I saw it quickly. It's you, Ori. Could you imagine? Could you imagine? That would be too funny. If the next clue is just like one of those like sideways laughing emojis. or the next clue is like the embarrassed one with the rosy cheeks. then I'm gonna have some explaining to do. If the next clues are any of those, I might have some explaining to do for you guys. But yeah, that wasn't bad. That wasn't bad. A nice fun eviction. You know, it was a shame to lose Jimmy because I think if he would have came on back in, it would have been exciting to see how he would have played his HOH again, especially with just how everything went there. But I think we are in for some interesting stuff here too, no matter who wins HOH. Because I think they're going to be taking shots at Ashley. I think they're going to be taking shots at Rachel. I think people are going to be taking shots at Vince, at Zach. I think there's going to be people that take shots at Morgan. So it could be really interesting to see how this goes. Plus, like, what would like Rylie do if he actually won HOH this week? Right? Would he return the favor and go after Mickey, even though he seems to say he trusts Mickey a little bit more than Morgan? Which again is like one of those things where it's like, hey, maybe Mickey didn't tank her game as bad as she possibly could have. So I think there's a lot of fun targets left in the game here. So should be an interesting week depending on who wins HOH. Even people like Ava are talking about taking big shots at people like Vince. So it could be fun. It could be fun. Ashley is mental, manifesting Vince, Ava, Zach on the block. Ooh, I think Catherine HOH would be fun. Hear you in the morning. Yes, we will be here live tomorrow morning, giving you guys a full update on everything that went on today, tonight. Hopefully, we'll find out all the information about who the new HOH is, who they're going to be targeting. That's all going to be live right here on the channel tomorrow morning. We aim for like 7:30, 8 o'clock. That's what we aim for. 8 o'clock the latest. We try and go early, even maybe like 7:30 to get it up for you guys and be live for you in the morning. But you get the same update that you normally do on a daily every other day, right? First thing in the morning, just everything you need to know. But then afterwards, after that nice condensed update, we jump into the chat, just like we kind of do here. And we get to just chat about what's been going on in the house, what you guys are thinking. I'm sure there's other stuff that are going to be coming up. There's lots of big stuff coming up with Survivor, The Amazing Race. I know the challenge is going on right now. So I'm sure that you guys were going to want to talk about different stuff like that as well. But we'll definitely be back here live again tomorrow. Other than that, though, I want to thank you guys all for being here. What a wild night. We saw Ashley trying to vote twice. Let me change my vote real quick. Let me just change my vote. Hold on, there's a hanging Chad. I need to make sure that the hole is punched properly. There was an error with my vote. I need to change it. We will, like I said, be back here again tomorrow. And we will also have daily live feed updates all season long. If you guys are new here, though, hit that subscribe button. If you like this video, if you had a good time on this stream, smash that like button, hit that notification bell. You'll never miss a video. You'll never miss a stream. Again, we will be live here tomorrow. You can check out all of our socials as well in the description down below. You can also do exclamations socials, it'll come up. Check out the Twitter, the Discord. Discord's a great place to hang out and chat about BB, but also everything going on. There's lots of other cool channels on there. You can even post pictures of your pets. Check out things like the Ori Fund. It helps support Oris everywhere. Thank you guys all for the love, though, with all the super chats, all the new subs that came on in. Just smashing that like button, just showing up and enjoying the show, chatting in chat, being a part of the community. Thank you guys all once again. Yeah, we will see you tomorrow.
But you should be. You should be.